Hello everyone, and welcome to Ossu Otaku, your weekly anime podcast that is about a single anime in its current season. This season we are talking about My Hero Academia, and we are on episode 5 of season 5. With me, as always, is Cassidy. Cassidy, how are you doing?
Good, how are you, Jake?
I'm phenomenal. I found out a new editing technique, and it streamlines editing these podcasts, so very happy with that. Watched a great episode of My Hero Academia. Having a pretty good day so far.
I agree. I rewatched it again this morning because we took a little break from doing our Saturday recording because I got fully microchipped a couple days ago, so I wasn't feeling my best yesterday, but I'm all better now.
It's a bit of an adjustment going from using Google to Bing. Like, Bing is just such a wildly different search engine, but you know, it's owned by Microsoft, and my hands will not allow me to use anything else.
Right. Yep. I know. Yeah, I agree.
It's okay. You know, I'm digging around looking for Zunes, but it's a different time, different landscape now.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think of this new episode, though?
What do you think, Jake?
Okay.
I loved it.
Here's the thing. I am a little upset that we are going to take 2 fucking episodes to do every single one. I mean, I don't want to sound like a whiner, but does everyone need to be 2 episodes? I don't think so.
I know. I wrote that down, even though I knew you were going to bring it up. I was like, so it's going to be about at least an episode and a half. Like the teams will be in 2 full episodes, but like it won't be the whole thing. We'll take 2 whole episodes, the whole battle for each team. So I don't know. I also thought that it's kind of overboard for every single team. That's 10 episodes. Like,
yes, that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, I was trying to explain that to somebody. I'm like, that's so much more than what we need. Like, not to throw this group specifically of Class 1A under the bus, but this one could have been one. Yeah,
I think so too. And I think a lot of it is the flashback with Tokoyami, who
so much
he's becoming a bigger part. I think he got that flashback with talks and all that. So I don't know if that's going to be the same with a character in each battle. Like, they get a flashback and like they have to explain Class B's quirks and stuff. Not explain, but kind of show them off a little bit. Then I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of a lot. I don't know.
It really is a lot. Like, it's good that they're doing that and really getting, you know, people time to getting in front of the camera, like in front of it more. But yeah, boy, I was not expecting so much out of Tokoyami, which, I mean, we talked about him a little bit last week. We knew this was going to be a bigger episode for him.
Yeah.
And his relationship with what's his name? Korori?
The black Black Shadow guy or whatever.
First of all, his smile and laugh, absolutely fucking terrifying. Not a fan.
I know.
He's going to be a villain.
So creepy. Right? We're getting right into this. I literally wrote that down. I took some notes on my phone when I watched it again this morning, and I wrote that down. I literally said, like, he is creepy and not in the good way. Like, if he's trying to distract Tokoyami by being like, oh, I'm going after you, and then he's actually going after everybody else, he's like playing the part so well. Like, he seems like such a villain in this episode.
I'm not about it.
I don't get it. Like, who is this guy? He's so weird.
Right. I don't care for it. I don't care for him. I think
he's so creepy.
His quirk, don't get me wrong, his quirk is absolutely awesome.
Pretty sick, yeah.
But he is so creepy, and you know that, like, he's got to be the baddie. He's got to be a baddie eventually.
Yeah, he really seems like it. Yeah. His I don't know, he's really weird to me. Yeah. Don't like it.
I'm not a fan. I knew as soon as I saw his character design, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I know what they're doing, and I don't think I like it.
Yeah.
That being said, I really, really do like the Momo Kendo stuff. I think that's really interesting and cool.
Same. Their little conversation in the beginning before the match started was kind of funny at first, but then Kendo was like, I want to like legit fight you. And Momo was like, thank you. So do I. I was like, yes, dude, yes. These women are just going to like go at it. Oh, it's awesome.
It was also cool seeing Momo do some different stuff. Like when she was making those nets appear, trying to catch Shiahi, that was really fucking dope.
I know. That was super cool. I also wrote that down. I was like, in the moment, she's just kind of like throwing things out that she's creating from her hands. Like, yeah, never seen that before. That was awesome.
Yeah. Plus, like, I love that they established, like, how big of leaders her and Kendo both are. Mm-hmm. Like, they made a very quick observation that these two are, like, definitely go-to leader folk. One thing
they really talked up Kendo. Tetsu is really just, like, talking her up. So I have a feeling next episode's really going to be about her shining through.
Oh, 100%. And that's the thing. I felt I was in the same boat with him. I was the one.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I would have been saying the same thing. I was like all about it. Tetsu getting hyped about Kendo is so endearing and so cool. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of, can we just take a moment, please, to just acknowledge Hagukure's shining moment, literal shining moment.
Okay, but I didn't really get that, to be honest. I was like,
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, okay, but I'm happy that there is more than her just being like invisible.
It doesn't make sense to me. But
a little crossover, like the whole fact, like thinking about like Violet from The Incredibles. It's like she can make herself invisible and she can do force fields. It's like, it's nice that she is invisible, but can also make like
refract light or whatever. Like I don't even know what that was.
It's called warp refraction, and she warps into sunlight to warps sunlight into bright flashes to temporarily blind opponents, which is pretty cool
because she's invisible. I don't want to be that person that's stuck on the physics, the science of this, but it is a world with superheroes and shit after all. But still, confused.
Doesn't make sense.
But whatever. Yeah, it's fine. That was cool. She actually can do something. She actually did something.
Thank God.
And it was helpful. So. Props to Hagakure, but yeah.
Not to get to, this is a mild spoiler for everyone, but this isn't going to like shatter anyone's world. Something that she's starting to be able to do is control light. So that's really interesting. So that makes a little more sense with the sun thing. I don't understand why invisible, if like, maybe it's like, what's his name? Who would just phase through things where... Where it originally started as, Togata, where it started as something else with him just like phasing through, but then he figured out how to use it more, where he couldn't control phasing through things. Maybe it's her where she can't control being invisible, but then she starts to be able to control a little more. I don't know. Maybe someday she'll be visible.
Yeah. Whoa.
That would be pretty dope.
What a big prediction, Jake.
That would be a big shocker moment, bigger than most, let's be honest.
Wait, that would be so cool. I want to Okay, I'm up for that.
Right?
Yep.
But okay, what else? We had those two. I legitimately thought Oyama was captured right at the beginning. I thought it was just going to be done for him. Like, I figured, I'm like, okay, like he's kind of annoying. They're just going to take him out. So it's not a problem.
Yeah. That was so funny though, when Kurohiro, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Which literally means black, like the color black in Japanese. He was dragging him like along the pipe. That was really funny.
That was hilarious. I could not stop laughing at that. There was like a lot of moments that legitimately made me laugh out loud in this episode. Where like obviously I was supposed to laugh, but at the same time it was really serious.
Yeah, true. Every time, dude, that guy, he just like was so serious and intense about everything. I was just like, dude, what are you like? I get that this is a battle between class A and B and you're really trying to win, but like he was going so hard, like in the weirdest way. He was just so every time he said anything, pretty much I was like, what are you talking? I was laughing, like, what are you talking about?
Right?
Calm down. He said something to Tokoyami in the beginning before the match started. They were like, he's like, you and I are of the same destiny, like we're from the shed. He was like so tense. I was like, calm down.
All right, we know that Tokoyami got an S tier in edgelordness. All right, this guy has to get like a double S tier, right? Because he is way edgier.
Fuck, bro. He's so edgy.
It's like, bro, when you gonna get out of this anime and get into a really good edgy anime?
His personality is just he's just black. Like everything about him is just edgy, like dark black shadow. Like, dude, please.
Yeah. Exactly.
Please.
That's exactly it. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, calm down. This was one artist's chance. He's like, I finally get to make my edgy character. It's like the same people that get to make thoughts. They're like, finally, I get to draw the big boob girl I want.
Right.
They're two sides of the same coin: edgy anime boy and big titty anime girl.
Exactly. Yep. Well, speaking of big titty anime girl, though, we got another ass shot. It was a lot shorter, but
yes, yeah, okay.
Ass shot.
Thank you for bringing that up. I'm glad you brought it up instead of me. Oh my gosh, that like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, come on, they're supposed to be high schoolers. Like,
yeah. And another thing, speaking of high schoolers, Midnight is like all over Shinso. She does that with like a bunch of different like high school kids, and I at first I was like, okay, this is a joke, sure, but I mean, it's like so part of her personality. Of course, they keep it going.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, when is it like this isn't really a funny joke anymore? Like she just keeps going after the high school boys, and she's saying she doesn't like older men like All Might. I'm like, okay, maybe we could stop this whole narrative of Midnight being kind of like a pedophile. So
definitely grooming aspects of her. Like, not a fan.
Not a fan of that, no.
It's like they don't have to do that.
Yeah. I kind of just laugh out of awkwardness whenever that comes up on screen.
100%. All right. More big boob mentioning. Momo crushing it right out of the gate.
More big boob mentioning.
I love that Kendo called her out for not being part of like the style contest or whatever.
That too, yeah.
That was the fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, their conversation at the beginning was just, that was great.
I mean, like, what was she going to do? I agree with Momo 100%. She was like, I had band practice. We had a lot to get ready for.
Yeah, they were definitely busy. But that's why I was like, her kind of declaration of a war fighting Momo for this battle was kind of, it packed a little bit more punch because they were in that commercial together and she's talking about the beauty pageant thing and like just kind of showing that those two things can go together. Like you could still want to be part of the beauty pageant and then also want this other hot girl to be your rival. Like she wants to fight her, like physically fight her. I was like, yes, do it. It's awesome.
Two things. Hot girl summer never ended. It just kept going. Second of all, yeah, like
hot girl winter now.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting up on hot girl spring. It's gonna be a great time. The thing is, just from a theory aspect, which you and I both had to study way more than I imagine either of us ever thought we would. Yep. The fact that, yeah, they did a really good job of being like, oh, it's great that they want to be, that they're into fashion. They're like beautiful and they're proud of it, but they're also very intellectual. They're very strong physically and emotionally, mentally. Like it's just not that hard to write a balanced character, and they're doing such a good job of like making a character that appears to be a big titty anime girl actually a really well-rounded good character.
Yeah, like clearly Momo and Kendo are like top of their class. Obviously Tetsu and the whole class B really respects Kendo. She's their class rep, she's their leader. Momo is, I think, top of the class, right? She's,
I believe,
number one. And yeah, clearly she has strategies. She has her own things she has to work through. Like, she has character development. She's like one of the best in the class. So obviously, it's really not that hard. Gosh. So yeah, I really appreciated that. And their conversation before the match started was awesome.
Mm-hmm. It was great. It was, I thought it was a really good touch. I was trying to explain to some people how great Kendo's costume is. Like, we've talked about this a lot.
Love it.
It's so good. I want to know what is in that little pouch on her thigh, because there's something that's going to play in.
I'm so excited for the next episode just because it's probably going to be mostly about Kendo. At least I hope.
I think it's going to be a big part about Kendo, and I think Kendo and Momo are basically going to split it. But we still have a lot of Tokoyami to get through.
I know, we do. He only got like the last, not even less than the second half of this episode, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not that much. So I don't know, but he did seem to be like the main character for this episode. You know.
And funny you mentioned that. I was gonna, we didn't talk about it before the podcast like we usually do. Figured he would be our character of the week this week. Yeah. We talked about him at the end of last week's episode a lot because they were teasing him so much for this week's episode. But
I was so excited about the Hawks mention. I was like, finally, we get a little bit of a flashback. We didn't know anything that happened with his internship work study thing. So
exactly.
I was really excited for that.
Everyone else we got info from. For him, we didn't get anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
we finally have something.
Before we get too deep into the character stuff, what did you think of the flashback with Hawks?
I was kind of surprised. I guess not surprised, but like I said, I like to take things, you know, as they come in the episode. And I was just kind of like, Hawks wanted Tokoyami mostly, it seemed like, for information, right? He said 20% because we're birds of a feather. Which, okay, sure.
That was funny. I get it.
What was it, like 50% for information about the league, and then 30 because he thinks there's potential or something. So I thought that was funny that he just said that straight up. But it makes sense. Hawks is totally the type of person to do that. But, and he seemed to have, like, Tokoyami seemed to have grown on Hawks. Like, as he came back for the work study, he was showing him new moves and, like, actually trying to help him better his, like, hero studies and all that. So I don't know. It was an interesting relationship, interesting dynamic for sure. Because Tokoyami definitely didn't seem to like the fact that Hawks obviously wasn't helping him for the internship become a better hero. He just wanted information. So that was super interesting. That
was very interesting. It felt like, but based on what we know of Hawks, it felt a little out of character for me because he seems like very, like, chill, like, hey, what's up kind of guy. Like, it doesn't seem like he takes things very seriously. Obviously he does, but at the same time, he is more laid back, calm approach to everything. So getting that brooding, dark Tokoyami, I thought was a very interesting pick.
Yeah. That is one thing that I noted, was that their difference in personality made for, like, some really funny scenes.
Exactly. It's like the meme with the girl with the rainbow hair right next to the girl with the dark hair and glasses.
Yep.
All right. Much. I got to make that and drop into the My Hero Academia subreddit.
Perfect.
But oh my gosh, let's just talk about fucking Tokoyami flying. Holy shit!
Right? I know.
I love
Everybody was so surprised.
Everyone was so surprised, and then Midoriya's like, "Yeah, it makes sense though." Like,
okay. When Deku was explaining why that was, like, possible, his whole, like, he's just so excited by quirks. He's such a fucking nerd. It's so adorable.
It's amazing.
I literally started tearing up. I was like, Deku just loves everything about being a hero. Like, it's so cute. It's so cute.
It's so cute and it's so endearing, and it really shows, like, I love that they highlight him being so adorable and awkward and geeky. It's like,
I know.
that's something good to look into somebody if they're very passionate about something and not in a not toxic way. Like, why not?
Yeah. Like, he's not being annoying. He's just explaining to everybody because they were talking about it. So
exactly.
I don't know. It was great. I loved that.
It was so great. I absolutely loved it. Thought it was a great addition in there.
Yeah. He's like, you're so awesome, Tokoyami.
God, yeah, him yelling, he's so awesome. And like,
I know.
Oh my gosh. As soon as sorry, pulling up a Kurohiro, putting it together. As soon as he took over Dark Shadow, I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be rough.
I, like, immediately knew that was gonna happen.
Exactly.
But yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but I had no idea what was, like, I don't know how he got inside Dark Shadow, of course, because of the whole darkness thing. But how does he just I don't know how he controlled him. Once again, don't really care about the science of fucking quirk, but it confused me a little bit. I was like, he can go inside of Dark Shadow, but how does he just control him? He's not like a puppet.
That's the thing, is like, they made it very clear that he can get into shadows, but they never established him controlling shadows. Like, the rest of it, he never controls any of the shadows he's in, so it doesn't really make sense, you know?
I don't know. I guess if it's,
you know,
living, I don't know.
They had to have it to fit the fight.
Right. So it's fine. I'm good with it. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, but here we go. Tokoyami is going to take him out in the next episode. I still think Class 1B is going to win this, but
I really, really need to see that happen. I really want to see that happen.
It's going to be Kendo beating Momo too. Let's be honest. That's what it's going to come down to, which is going to be amazing.
Momo still needs her confidence knocked back so she can, you know, hype herself back up again.
It's true.
I think, I don't remember what arc that was, but when she and Todoroki, it was like for the final exams or something. Yes. She got like she didn't have any confidence at all, and then she kind of like broke through. Yeah, I need that to happen again, but she needs to kind of take a step back after. She needs to lose. Like, come on, she needs to lose this and then take a step back and have her confidence build up again. I hope that's what's gonna happen.
I feel like I'm going in a circle again, talking about how well-rounded she is, but like, imposter syndrome is such a thing, especially for someone so smart and capable as her. Like, yeah, it makes perfect sense, and I love that they added that to her character. Yeah,
because that if she didn't have it seems so perfect for her to have these kinds of self-confidence problems.
Exactly.
It just makes a lot of sense. So I think she is so well-rounded. I love her character so much.
Yeah, 100%. And man, I cannot wait. Next week we're gonna talk about her at great length next week for sure. Like, we know it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm on Tokoyami's wiki right now.
Oh no.
And the end of the first paragraph is, he has become more muscular after his internship training with Hawks. And I'm like, oh, we know. You made that clear.
Oh, that's awesome.
like I said before, he's got that Bruce Lee look. He's so cut, but he's not big.
Yeah. True.
Very condensed muscle. Man,
Oh no, I'm just reading his description too.
Oh my gosh, isn't it great? Okay, I'm gonna read the appearance for you, everyone, all the audio listeners. This is his appearance. He is a short young man with the head of a blackbird, possibly supposed to resemble that of a crow or raven. He has a tan yellowish beak, which is slightly hooked down at the end. Thin red eyes with a small black pupil on each side of his head, and a red choker, which he rarely removes. Despite the appearance of his head, however, his body looks like one of a normal human, with rather fair skin. After his internship with Hawks, he has become more muscular. His costume consists of a robe, black, but tinted with dark purple with where light hits it, that covers his entire body, only stopping halfway down his shins, and knee-high black boots. During the joint training arc, it was revealed that under his cape, he wears a dark t-shirt, wristbands, a pair of baggy pants, similar to the ones that Bakugo wears in his hero costume, and a utility belt with a double pin buckle.
It's a pretty epic costume, even though it's super plain and it's all black. Like I for one am a person who usually wears all black.
I've a big mood.
So I love the all black outfit.
Yeah. Like, it's very good. It's cool. I think it's slick. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It fits him so well.
It does. It fits his personality so well. It really makes...
Such a Dark Knight.
Yes. Okay, but if he's so broody and stuff, right, is that going to change? Will it affect his quirk if he's less broody? I don't know. That's something I've been thinking of, if, like, they really try and change up his personality, having him be with Hawks and stuff. Like, what's it gonna mean for him?
I think they're just kind of more like, I don't think he's really gonna change. They're more just like folds of each other, you know. Mm-hmm. They're there to kind of juxtapose, and when they have those conversations where Hawks is being jokey and Tokoyami's like, "Is that a joke?" that was great. But I don't know. It's kind of just comedic relief, but also I think the show has shown that anyone can become a hero, pretty much, like, of any personality. Mm-hmm. You can be really weird, you can be really laid back, you can be super strict, and there's like a place for you in this hero world. So I don't know. I don't think he'll like change too much, but we'll see. I feel like there's a lot of potential for him to change, but I don't know how much he will, you know?
Uh-huh. All right. Let's quickly acknowledge the name of his ability to fly. I immediately took that note down. Black Fallen Angel. Keeping up with that good edgelordness. I love it.
Can you imagine any other name?
No, nothing else would fit.
Move?
It's perfect. The way he flies with it too.
Oh yeah, so epic. Can we also acknowledge how much of a short king he is?
Oh my God, thank you. Like, respect the short boys. He is in Imperial. He is 5'2.25". Shout out to him.
They had to add that quarter.
You know, give him that little bit. It's the top of his feathers. Oh my gosh. I completely missed that. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh my gosh.
Just saw that, had to say it, you know. And I also appreciate how detailed like, these wiki articles are like so detailed.
They are. They're very, very good. So
appreciate that.
Thank you everyone who's working on those.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen with him in this match. Yeah. In this matchup, because he is basically not useless, but he has to be much more careful with Dark Shadow for this. I
wonder if Dark Shadow, if they're able to take Kurohiro out, excuse me, if the mushroom girl can, like, if he's able to use Dark Shadow, if the mushroom girl can, like, throw mushrooms on Dark Shadow. Mm-hmm. Like, Dark Shadow's, like, solid, right? Mm-hmm. He's like a shadow, but he can, like, punch.
Exactly. No, yeah. That's the thing. It's like the density of Dark Shadow is, like, he can make himself physical, which is pretty wild. Right.
So mushrooms probably can grow on Dark Shadow, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. And then if Mushroom Girl throws mushrooms on Dark Shadow, and then Dark Shadow, like, retracts back into Tokoyami, what happens then?
Right?
Does he just have, like, mushrooms in him? I don't know.
All right. I think that's a really good, great segue, Cassidy. Thank you. Into talking about next week's episode. Holy fuck. What a way to tease me at the end of this episode. I've been so fucking excited to talk about Komori, and here we are. Like, we're here now. Speaking of, all right, so we mentioned short kings. Let's talk about the short queen, Komori. She is 4'11" and 3/4 an inch. Her mushroom ability gets me super hyped. I love her little gun. Like in the preview we watched, she's just like shooting these fucking spores, and that's gotta be something that's been made for her, right? Like she could do it before, but that just like focuses and like gives it more length, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely kind of reminded me of just like one of those. Ooh, I don't even know how to describe it, but the mushroom gun is amazing. It did remind me of like Kaminari's finger gun thing where he just shoots it out and it kind of is just more concentrated on an area. But yeah, she's part of Plan B apparently that Kendo has thought up. So clearly they have multiple plans. They're really ready to defeat Class A, and I'm so excited to actually see her in action because I've been wondering ever since I saw her what she could possibly do as a hero, just being able to shoot mushrooms. And I wonder if there's anything else she can do.
Okay.
There's gotta be, right?
So here's the thing. That's my bad. I assume she was shooting mushrooms, right? That equipment is just to raise humidity, which makes sense because that just raises the humidity.
How they grow.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
They're doing such a good job with that.
Shit. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
That's cool.
Long range support.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she's going to be a perfect fucking hero for like wet areas. Like if there's a place like, well, we know the United States exists in here. Like we know that Japan, like this is set in an alternate universe Earth. So she would be really good in like Florida. Yeah. She'd be a great hero somewhere where it's like really humid.
Oh yeah.
Actually great hero for Iowa. It's like, we got 100% humidity today. Komori's got this.
Yeah, right. Send her out.
Fighting style long range support. That's something that's been really interesting so far with both classes. It feels like class 1B has just been more well-rounded with the amount of long range support and short range.
Yeah, it seems like she is super confident in her mushroom abilities.
I love it. Good.
She was ready for action at the end and in the preview of this episode. She seems like she could be a real contender, which honestly surprised me in a good way. I am excited to see her in action for sure. 100%.
It's okay. So in the personality section of her wiki, they actually mentioned, they're like, oh, based on her design, she might be like this. They're like, oh, she could be shy because what is it? She has her eyes hidden by her front bangs and wears a sullen expression, suggesting she's shy. I did not get that vibe at all when she's laughing, walking around, shooting moisture into the air so her mushrooms will grow.
It's like, pew, pew, pew.
Straight up.
I got you now.
That's just ever so casually, 4'11", just like strolling in here. Her outfit is too cute to handle. I love all the mushroom stuff.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh my gosh. So great.
I don't want to read too much of her profile before actually seeing her, but I wonder if she can make like poisonous mushrooms.
Oh, she's got to be able to.
And if she just places them on someone, that can't be super harmful. I wonder if she can like get people to eat them, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, because like mushrooms just grow on things. They're not like parasites or something. They don't kill their host. It's like they're just on it.
Right.
But
so I don't know
if she could just straight up overwhelm people with them, which is crazy.
She could pretty much stop them in their tracks if she like surrounds them and covers them in mushrooms. Which I wonder what her limits are with that, besides like humidity and the environment. You know, if she herself can only produce so many, but she was kind of popping them up everywhere, so like willy nilly. So I don't think that's like a weakness for her.
It was so great. She was just like popping them up here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was so funny. And the sound effect that the mushrooms make when they pop up, I was like, thank you. We're going to be hearing a lot of that next episode.
That's some quality sound design right there. I'm about it. Oh my gosh. She is just She's adorable. I'm looking at her stats right now. Technique is A, makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. All right, you ready?
Power. Can't wait to see this in action.
Power is E. Speed is E. Technique is A. Intelligence is C. Idol is B. She is a fucking idol. Let's go.
Oh my god. Honestly, makes sense. She's so kawaii.
Oh my god, she is. They knew
even
exactly.
With her hero costume? Yeah, like, come on. She's so cute. Are you kidding?
Here's the thing. If I was into Japanese idol culture in this world, I would be following her 100%. Be like, what's she doing? Gosh. It's just so good. Oh my gosh. Do you have any, we've mentioned some things that we expect from next week. Do you have any big hot takes that you think is going to happen? We both made it very clear we think that B is going to win this.
I really hope so. I really need a Class B win. I really want, there are 5 matches, so it's not like there's going to be any, like, ties of, 2 and 2 wins or whatever. But I really want Class B to kind of just win the whole thing.
Here's the thing. This is the one that makes sense. This is the one that makes sense for them to win.
Definitely. Yeah. I want Kendo to be like a big player in this. And this seems to be mostly, if not all, her plan in order to win this battle. So if she gets this win, I'm definitely props to her. I really want her to become a bigger character.
All right, so I'm gonna call you out. Are you such a big Kendo fan because she's also a redhead? I've held it back for 5 episodes now. Is this it?
I mean, it's maybe part of it. I mean, we redheads have to stick together, no?
It's true. Let's be honest.
I mean, hey, I'm not out here to call you a short king or anything, but there is a reason that's brought up all the time, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, it is. You got your 5'9" boys out here. We rep the short kings. We're sitting pretty average. It's fine. I think Kendo.
Yeah, come on.
I thought Kendo was taller than me for a second, but she's only 5'5".
Is she really?
Oh, Momo's almost as tall as me. She's 5'8". That's dope. Makes sense.
What?
They look so similar in height. They don't look 5 inches different.
They do. That's why I was like confused.
Excuse me? All right. Now I'm interested in what the rest of these heights are for the. Oh my gosh. You could have fooled me that Hagakure is 4'11" because I don't know. You could have told me she's like 7 feet tall. Doesn't matter. Okay, Aoyama, here's the thing. This is going to be where he really shines. He always gets his tummy aches from doing his his navel laser too much.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to have a moment that is going to be super hype, really in character for him, but totally out of character at the same time.
Right, yeah.
I think we're going to see something like that in the next episode.
He was able to do his naval buffet, which I thought was a interesting name for that move.
Thank you.
He did that. He shot a bunch of lasers for a long time, and he didn't seem to complain about that. So I think he's getting better at that for sure.
My second watch through, I actually paused after Naval Buffet, and I just like sat there and thought, I'm like, why though? The first time I watched it, I didn't want to disrupt the flow of the episode. The second time, I'm just like, but why would they call it that? I just think this is a dumb decision, but I don't know. I'm not the artist or writer here.
True. But he's definitely going to shine next episode. I mean, he always does. He cannot stop twinkling. So
it's true. He is oh my gosh, he was the highlight of the festival with the disco ball and everything.
Oh yeah,
That's
great. He made that performance for sure.
Yeah. Hot takes for next week. I think that Aoyama is going to get captured. I also think that Hagakure is going to get captured. I think
she's the stealth hero, Jake. She can't get captured.
She's the stealth hero, but she's going to get caught by the manga boy.
Dude, that was another thing. I cannot wait to see what fucking manga guy does.
We got teased so hard.
I know. The only thing we've seen of him so far, I just thought it was so funny. I don't even know if he can speak or if he just speaks in manga, the little thought bubble above his head. but it was just 2 exclamation points when they were getting attacked. He like jumped out of the way and there were just like 2 exclamation points above his head.
I loved that.
I thought that was so funny. And I need to see what he's able to do with that kind of quirk. Like, what the hell?
His quirk has to be super meta if you're reading the manga, right?
Right. His name is literally manga, and he is just a page of manga. Like,
yes.
Come on.
He's also his height varies between 4'7" and 5'2", so another short king. Let's go.
4'7"?
I know,
wait,
right?
How does his height vary? Oh, if he has the thing above his head?
I imagine it's his bubbles, like the variation of manga.
Oh, that's a true short king. Like, props to you.
4'7".
Props to you, manga.
Man, he makes Mineta look fucking tall, which is disappointing. Hey, all right, Kuro Iro, here we go. 5'9". That's my boy.
Right.
Cool.
All right.
Tallest one in this matchup. I think that Kendo and Class 1B are going to get the win. I think it's going to be Kendo taking out Momo at the end. And it's going to shatter Momo's world.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But
no matter who takes her down, that would definitely shatter her world.
100%. And it's going to be sad, but it needs to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe that.
All right, here's the thing. There are people out here making moves. And one of these people is Cassidy. Cassidy, you recently started a new Instagram for your art that you've been doing, which is
I was gonna mention that
super dope, by the way. Holy shit, the time lapse you did was so good. It looked great.
Thank you. I'm hoping to do like I'm hoping to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at least for a while.
Yeah.
Because I've just gotten on this like huge kick of just drawing pretty much every time I have free time. So hopefully, Instagram has the thing in 3s, rows of 3. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, each week will be like a different little theme. So I'm excited. Maybe I'll do My Hero soon.
That would be pretty dope. Shoot, I was going to ask you a question about that. Do you like to watch TV or something while you draw? Do you just sit down and draw? Do you listen to music while you do it?
Sometimes music, sometimes if we're watching like somebody on Twitch or if we're just in the living room, whatever, I'll just be like, hey, I'll whip this out and start drawing. But yeah, I definitely like having something on in the background. It just, I would watch anime, but I like watching subs, so I can't. It's too hard. Okay,
funny you mentioned that. A streaming site that I subscribe to, the Criterion channel, just made a whole group, made a group of movies, Japanese noir, and I'm like, fuck, that sounds amazing, but that's so much time because I have to read everything and watch it. Like, it's gonna be dope. Yeah, I'm with you. Since I watch sub, I can't I like to practice my guitar. Yeah, I practice my guitar or bass while I watch TV, but I can't while I watch anime.
I know it kind of sucks, but honestly, that's the reason why I started learning Japanese. I was like, I'll just learn. Well, I wasn't that naive, but I was kind of like, I'll just start trying to learn Japanese so that I can do other things while watching it.
Why not?
And now it's like, 8 months later or something, and nope, definitely realized how hard of a task that is. Didn't think it was going to be easy, but definitely realized how hard of a task that is.
Right, it's a little harder than because I'm doing the same, and it is not easy at all. I feel
no, it's not.
Every time I feel like I'm doing better, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know anything.
I know it's hard, but then when you do watch anime and you hear things and you recognize them, you're like, okay, well, this is pretty cool. Because like, if I was looking away, at least I could get like the gist of what they're saying, like understanding some of the verbs and stuff. Exactly. It's helpful for sure. It's helpful.
Yeah,
and it's fun.
It's nice because you can pick up the little things, which is really cool.
Yeah. Like how Bakugo. Oh. By the way, Bakugo's cameo in this episode. For one, why does anyone ever ask Bakugo for his opinion ever? Facts. Or if he has a plan? Why do they ever try to pre-plan anything if they're in the same group with him?
Yep.
I'll never understand. But two, when he was yelling at them for asking him about that, he used this he was just hyping himself up so much. He was basically calling himself king every time he referred to himself, which I never would have known if I didn't start learning Japanese. So
see,
he was talking about himself in like the highest regard.
I don't know that. I'm still a plebe, and I didn't even know he was saying that. So that makes it so much cooler.
Yeah, if you go back and watch that, he's just, I forget exactly. Oh God, I can't find where it is. But when he refers to himself, he uses a title, kind of like an honorific for himself that's meant for like royalty almost.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Okay.
And very Bakugo-like.
I was gonna say, so I know he's your favorite character, but after that,
such an asshole, bro. He's such an asshole.
I should have brought it up when I was speculating, but like that could really be what makes that group lose. Like, if any other group is gonna be the one to lose, it's gonna be Bakugo's, and it's gonna destroy him.
Which, I mean, he needs to be knocked down a peg.
He needs his ass handed to him.
That comes with other people also losing, because I mean, everything is a team effort unless they're doing like if they're doing anything practical, they need to work together, and that is not something Bakugo ever likes to do. No. So yeah, it'll cause other people to push him away and hate him, which they kind of already do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm ready for it. I'm expecting it. It's fine with me.
Except for Midoriya, who still like loves him and thinks so highly of him, even though he can't.
Oh, Bakugo, your outfit, your costume is so cool. Oh my gosh, I love you.
It's so cute. God.
Yeah, that's Deku's innocence for sure.
Okay, I got a good question for you though. Okay, we mentioned your art Instagram. What is it called? I will be check in the description, because the link will be there for said.
Yes, thank you.
Channel.
My art Instagram is called Kohai Art. Oh God, how do you spell it? KOUHAI Art.
Nice.
So. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You can make sure to follow Cassidy there, and on our personal Twitter as well, which is now, fun fact everyone, under our screens. If you're watching on YouTube, we now have our handles below us, so that's pretty nice. Only took 5 weeks to put literal text on a page, but you can follow me on on all platforms at Jake the Mayor. Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I haven't made a TikTok forever. Hogtied Productions TikTok is now under our name, so get ready for some Hogtied TikToks.
Oh, epic.
Make sure to check out my John Waters meme on Instagram or Reddit. It's so dumb, but so good. You can't go wrong with a good Simpsons screenshot with text over it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for make sure to drop a like, follow, subscribe, etc. Ring that fucking bell, destroy it, put your head through it.
Plus Ultra, fucking Detroit, smash that shit.
Thank you. Oh man, we're on Spotify now. Shout out to Drew from Fish Inc.
Thank you. And Stitcher or something. I don't even know what that is.
But. Yes, Stitcher, another good podcasting app. Apple hates us, so we're currently waiting for them to let us.
Hopefully on Apple soon too.
Yeah, hopefully we can be on their platform. Make sure to tune in next week, because it's going to be the end of this fight, so it's going to be a big one.
Oh, so excited. Mushroom Girl, Kendo.
Yes. Please. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch y'all on the flippity flop.